Hi there. So today what I want to talk to you about is if you had all the time in the world to do your dreams and you could just wake up every day and only work on what you really love and what you're really excited about. And you woke up in the morning, and even though you had the time and you worked hard to get to this point where you can work on your dreams, you find yourself not really enjoying the process of creating your dreams and making your dreams come true. And I let go of stability in what I was doing before to pursue my dreams. And even though I let go of that, when I started to pursue my dreams, I found myself waking up and not feeling the happiness that I really thought I was going to feel. And I was like, what's up with that? Like, okay, here I am. Finally, I've got all the circumstances and I can start working on what I really love, which is painting my artwork and writing the courses that I want to write. And I was just not really feeling the vibe. I don't know if you've ever felt that way before. So I wanted to figure out what was wrong with me. And so I went into my brain like I always do. I always dive into my subconscious, and you might want to do this yourself, because going into your subconscious, you can work out whatever feelings are snagging at you. And that just releases you to move to a higher vibration of positivity and joy and enjoying the small things in life. That this is what life is made up of, these little things. So anyways, I have a little script because I'm not a Jenna Marbles. I love Jenna Marbles, by the way. Little side note. I love these YouTubers who are just so good at creating video. I'm not one of them. So I have a little script so that I can kind of go through the thought process and not be an ADD, all over the place and not find myself afterwards. So that's what this thing here is. So I found myself waking up and being moved to work, but the thing that was moving me wasn't feeling really good. It kind of felt like there was a fire, like just burning my butt into working, and not really that, oh, I'm so inspired, getting into the zone. I'm sure you've gotten into the zone before where you're just in the zone and you're painting your music, or just even cleaning your room if you're listening to some really awesome music. And I know my friends out there sometimes don't like my taste in music, but you can get in that zone and it's a great feeling. And I was like, okay, I have to get this done. But I felt myself looking at the artwork and going, okay, I wish I had already drawn that arm, or I wish this whole painting was already done. And that's not exactly the what I want for my life. I want to enjoy painting. I want to enjoy the process of putting paint onto the paper, the process of creating the book that I'm writing, and not just do it and get it done. And I was like, why am I feeling like I have to get this done? And I realized that, like many people out there, I was interrelating my worth as a human being. And by the way, I just got a headache right now. Sorry about that. I was interrelating. It's just a lot of pressure to be, on video. So that's probably where my headache's coming from. Okay, just a second. Let me just breathe. Anyways, I was interrelating my worth with achieving something in my ministry / business. So I thought, okay, if I reach this milestone, I'm finally going to prove that I'm worthy. So then I can breathe. So then I was like, oh, I'm thinking I'm worthy because I've reached a milestone. So that's why I'm not enjoying the process, because I just want to reach that milestone to say, okay, now you're worthy. And I find that a lot of people are driven by this desire to prove that they're worth something. And that type of motivator is really a demotivator for enjoying life and being in the present moment. And breathing and being happy, because it's like, unless I reach that milestone, I can't prove I'm worthy. So therefore, I'm not happy. And that's not the ideal way. That's not the right way. You don't have to prove that you're worthy. You already are worthy just the way you are, for who you are on the inside. You're not a human doing, you're a human being. And if you didn't do anything else for the rest of your life, you would already be worthy right now, right where you are. So that truth, sometimes we mentally know that, but we forget that, and we allow what we see on television and magazines and everything to determine our worth, which is, oh, so and so is so worthy because they're worth $250 million and so is worth 65 million gross. And it's like, okay, people even put dollar signs to how much somebody's worth. And the reality is, a human life is priceless. There is no amount of money that can pay for a human life. It's priceless. And you are priceless, and you are worthy, and you don't need to prove that to yourself or to anyone else. You already are. And if you can just shift your thinking from, I've got to get this done to prove I'm worthy, to, I'm worthy. And I'm going to get things done because I'm inspired, because I want to help people, because I want to bring joy into the world, because I want to make the world a better place. See, these are different motivators, and it makes the world a difference of how you're going to be feeling, of how happy you're going to be feeling. So, you shouldn't be basing your self-esteem on your present circumstances, because our present circumstances are constantly changing. Our looks are changing, our job circumstance, everything's changing. So you're going to be really condemned to feel horrible if you are always like, oh, I need this to be right and that to be right and that to be right to finally be worthy. You really need to remind yourself that you are worthy, okay? Realizing your self-worth is not dependent on actions, it's dependent on who you are. So if you right now can just stop and like ask yourself, am I basing my self-esteem on my financial status, or on my educational status, or my social place in this world, or what some people say? I want you to just ask yourself that. And if you are, I just want you to just decide that you're going to change your mind right now and go, you know what? I release the need to prove that I'm worthy. I am already worthy right now, where I am in my present circumstance. I want to just read a quote by Nito Kubain. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but this is his quote. Your present circumstances don't determine where you can go. They merely determine where you start. So whatever circumstance you're in right now, this is just a starting point. And it's definitely not the reflection of who you are. Who you are is so precious. It's so beautiful. And you are enough. There is a God who loves you just the way you are and wants to care for you each and every day and wants to have a relationship with you. So even if you don't have a lot of people around you that love you, that's okay, because you do have an eternal being who is very powerful, the creator of the universe, who loves you. So that's where you get your worth from, okay? So when you measure yourself and judge yourself like that, you take yourself out of this flow, this living into in a flow, in the flow of creating, of being inspired, of being connected to the Holy Spirit. And it just spits you into this negative feeling place. And you're not supposed to live life in a sad way like that. I mean, not supposed to, but I mean, you were created to live an abundant life, right? Jesus said, I came so that you may have life and live it more abundantly. So that means he wants you to live an abundant life. And you can't live an abundant life if you're racing after trying to prove that you are worthy. You already are. Just know this so that that pressure can be released. And I just want to do a small little meditation right now, which is if you can just put your hand over your heart and say, I release the pressure of having to prove my worthiness. Breathe deep. 1, 2. Hold. And release that. One other thing you can do is also put your hand behind your back like this, behind your head like this, and just go like this, tap on your head so that you can align your right and left cortices, and just say, I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy just as I am. I am enough. So just shake it off. Mm-hmm. See, you are worthy right now, just the way you are, without having to prove anything, reach anything, do anything, just the way you are. And that's what I wanted to say to you. And I hope that this video helped you. My name is Erin McKay, ErenMckay, and you can find me in the link below at my Google Plus and all kinds of different, I'm everywhere on social media. And God bless you and have a wonderful day, and may the angels surround you, and may the light of God shine in your life. Bye.